Zadondani, Electro Ninja here, and welcome back to Electro Ninja's Lab. In today's video, we are, of course, talking about Hunter's Guild Red Hood, which has had two chapters since I last made a video, Chapter 4 and Chapter 5. Chapter 4 was actually pretty just normal. Basically finishing off the battle with some honestly really cool moments, but it was honestly just kind of there. No big deal. They just defeated the werewolves that were the one werewolf that was still there, and yay, victory is theirs. Grim and Velo continue on their journey. Things are looking good, and then suddenly, at the end of the chapter, giant werewolf. Yeah. So yeah, we got a giant werewolf now that we're dealing with. So suddenly there is a giant werewolf as well as a witch, and that is the big point. And we're going to be mostly focusing on chapter 5, as that one was the more interesting one. Suddenly there's this new werewolf and this witch. The Ashen Witch Cinderella is the one that really comes to mind, because it's like, okay, wait, you're the Ashen Witch, which makes me think of Wandering Witch, but you're Cinderella. Okay then. Does that mean that like every single witch that we're going to be seeing from this point forward is going to be fairy tale princesses? So like, are we going to be seeing Snow White before too long? Are we going to be seeing, I don't know, the I don't freaking know. Aurora? Well, I guess it's not really Aurora, it would be Sleeping Beauty, and yeah, there's a lot of questions that get raised by that. More than likely, we will be seeing more and more witches as we continue through this series, but this werewolf, this new werewolf, is a devastation. Grim is ready to fight, ready to take down this werewolf, and she knows that Velo and the rest of the village need to evacuate as soon as possible. There is no chance of their survival if they do not leave this instant. So she orders Velo to get the villagers out of here as quickly as possible, and Velo obliges. But the werewolf is interested in Velo, knowing that he's the one that took down these two werewolves. It's interesting to him. He's not going to kill him yet, but he instead is threatening him, saying that next time he will take him down. He wants him to grow into a better warrior, a warrior beyond his wildest dreams, because Velo is going to be important moving forward. Because without any training, he was able to take down two of his werewolves, his sons, as he calls them. And yeah, understandably, Grim is scared of this guy taking on the fight, but also realizing that she's not going to be able to do much. And it actually raises an interesting question. Perhaps Grim is a witch herself, because she explains that her spell is running out. And we see later down the line that she turns back into her little girl form, which raises a lot of questions, but it also helps us to realize that Grim only is able to be in her adult form for a short amount of time. More than likely, Grim is actually that little girl most of the time, but she's actually someone who... But she figured out a way to actually amplify her powers so that perhaps she's actually pretty strong and able to take down many werewolves in that in her little girl form. But when she's in her adult form, she is a badass, and she's ready to take down any werewolf that she comes across. And let's be honest, she kind of is. And it is actually clear that they actually know who she is, knowing that Grim is one of the basically the top the top ranked. Let me actually see if I can find out exactly what they call her, because it was something interesting. So they call her... What do they call her? Shoot. They called her something interesting. Grim of the something barrels or something. Let me make sure of this. Fudge, they called her something really interesting, and now I'm forgetting what it was. But it was like something like, it was something really interesting, and I want to talk about it, but it's fine. We're not gonna worry about it right now. The point is that they called her something really cool, and maybe I put it up in the text here, because I was quiet for a while. But yeah, so to basically cleanse the world, I guess. And basically so that they have some revenge, the witch wanting to cause some mischief. Yeah, the werewolf says you can light a final bonfire. And it's just like, what? You can light a bonfire. And then she creates upside down chrysanthemum as her spell. And it is basically fireworks going off all over the surface, burning the entire village down to the ground, leaving basically nothing. And to leave off with one message, the red list is on the move again, which Grim clearly knows something about. And yeah, our hero is kind of unaware. Basically, from that point forward, all of the villagers have moved off. They went off to find new homes because they knew that they couldn't repair after all of that chaos. Some are missing, some are still there, but no one knows exactly what's going to happen moving forward. So, it's time for them to leave. And Velo makes a decision. At long last, he is going to make his decision. He is going to join the Hunters Guild because he wants to find that werewolf, take him down, and save his people. He may not be able to do anything, but he is going to make sure that they pay for what they've done. So he joins the Hunters Guild, and we are ready to see how this series continues in 8 days. I'm sorry, what? Yeah, apparently Monday is going to be when we get both My Hero Academia and frickin' Hunters Guild. So, yeah, look forward to that. So we're pushing things back a day. Interesting. We'll talk about that as things come out. Of course, like I said, we'll talk more about it, but that's the end of that. Anyways, guys, hopefully you've enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like. Leave your thoughts and theories about Hunters Guild Red Hood down in the comments below. Make sure to, if you are going to leave a theory, make sure to say theory review somewhere in your comment. And of course, if you guys do want to support the channel even more, then definitely head down to the description and check out all of our links down there, including our social medias, our other channels, and ways you can support us financially, including the merch store, the book, and of course our Patreon, which a big thank you to our current patron, Sheeny. And I would have said more stuff, but I'm running out of time. So, anyways, guys, I've been Electro Ninja, and I will see you guys next time. But on.